Oh, come on now. Ready?
So let me know.
We're gonna go ahead and hop into Young Thug.
Okay, let me know when we start. Okay, cut out this part. I started when I started like it is. Okay. Well, we got an early favorite for song of the album so far. You know, Juice WRLD. I knew that was gonna come through. I was some was telling me about that one. I felt like this one finna hit immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely both did their thing on that one. So
that's the best song I've heard on here so far. So
please.
All right,
I'm here for it.
Post Malone, ASAP Rocky.
Post Malone and ASAP Rocky.
Yes. So hold on. I'm about to just say something that just like right now. Okay.
Bro,
because no. What we finna do is okay. Because we were borderline even gave him a segment anyway. Okay, look. What we gonna do is, because they're not pulling through, you know, we're gonna skip to this Drake feature and see what that's all about. And after that, done. Because you know why? I'm a real music person. I feel and I take that seriously, you know, sitting here and giving my time to an album and putting you on a podcast at that, like, you know, and Young Thug, you still go hard, you know, and I'm about to listen to the Gunna songs. I'm listening to the Gunna songs. I'm gonna skip to the Drake and the 2 Gunna features and then we're done. The other ones.
Okay, wait. So do all 3 of them have to bang in order for you to listen to more of the album, or are you done with it?
It's just he's shown me, because after that, bro, without those other features I just named, it's him by himself. He showed me him by himself what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear Thugger Girls, Young Thug. I don't want to hear that version. I don't. I want to hear what I want to hear on the rest of this album is the Drake feature and the 2 Gunna features. That's what I want to hear. You got a song with Doja Cat, please. You can imagine how fucking bubbly that is. But I'm not gonna even go there. But so you was feeling that song, the Post Malone. You was feeling it so far, bro. Come on, you know what that was finna be. That was finna be.
I'm well aware of what it was finna be. It's finna be exactly what this whole album is.
Yeah, well, let's see the Drake one,
because we really
Drake and Travis
cutting
Scott.
The break.
Drake.
I ain't begging when I tell a bitch please.
Yeah.
Perfect song for 2 niggas alone in the room. Yeah, that song is just not that one. I'm not gonna say that's a bad song, but that's just
that's why I had to like skip. I told you where he was headed. All right, Young Thug, you know you are what we thought you were at this point in your career. Somebody who just can afford to experiment. Who doesn't really need a platinum album. That you just.
All right, so final verdict on the album. Give me a number grade out of 10.
The fact that I didn't even finish it, man, out of 10, I gotta give it a 4. 4 out of 10. I give that Drake song helped. That with that Travis Scott, that's gonna be on the radio.
I give it 2.
That helped
because of that song alone.
That's Billboard right there. But
other than that,
in the Juice WRLD song, you know he has a crazy fan base. You know that'll fuck around be on Billboard too. So yeah, outside of that, I'm none of that shit getting on. The Doja Cat one, maybe I ain't tried, but I ain't listened to that one. You know, she has a big fan base. Maybe that might catch on, but
all I know is I can't really give much marks to an album when you start off at least over 6, and then we gotta start. So, you know, I gave you some points simply based off the Drake song, Juice WRLD song.
I didn't want to put my audience through.
All right, but we can't go through that. I can't go through that.
the bright side, we got some juicy shit to tackle. So,
All right. So, wait. Before we, I guess since we're already talking about music, you know what I'm saying, we can go ahead and talk about a couple of other things. So, did you hear about what DaBaby did at Rolling Loud?
Oh, you talking about the
This nigga was wilding. He apparently went on a powder.
Yeah, he was wild, I guess. Wild. Okay, but you know, hasn't he paid the price enough? Don't you think?
I mean,
at this point,
well, all I'm saying is like, if you're gonna issue an apology, you gotta kind of apologize. You just can't say, I ain't mean to be insensitive.
All I know is
I ain't mean to be insensitive, because there's someone else who said something similar to, I didn't mean to offend anybody.
I'll still say it to this day, right now, that yeah, it was he you know, those weren't the nicest things, but he was already on thin ice with a lot of people, with the Megan Thee Stallion, still doing songs with Tory Lanez and all that. He was already on thin ice with people, so I felt like he was under the microscope already from a council club, you know.
Oh hell yeah! He is.
And so that just, cause let me tell you, I've heard, of course, we've all heard 50 times worse than that from these artists, what he said, but it was just, you said it at Rolling Loud, a big festival, and you on thin fucking ice. You on thin fucking ice with council club. So council, they came after him.
Culture coming for that ass, and they already came for him. So you know, I mean, we'll kind of see what happens with that. But yeah, I definitely felt like I had to mention that.
Dave Chappelle, he one of the jokes that stood out the most in his new stand up was, you know, he made a joke like you can what did he say, something like you could, we live in a country where you can call you can hurt a gay person's feelings to get counseled, but you can shoot somebody and nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, trying to be funny. You know, comedians, they can say stuff like that. I feel like
can take it there.
You know,
where other people
even
can't.
though he's got some backlash.
There's some truth in there though, and people know that. But you know,
hey, Dave Chappelle takes a little heat for this. You know, I'm on Twitter, I know, but he don't give a fuck.
Well, comedians in general always like they push the limits. They try and take it there. So I mean, you know, it wasn't like, I don't think it was so far out of bounds. Maybe it wasn't the proper thing to say. I don't think, but I don't think it was so far out of bounds that he should really.
But it's a stand up. It's a stand up show. Like anything goes. It's a comedian.
I would say anything goes, but there are a couple of things where it's like, but I mean, that's just based on certain people's.
He was just comparing how people literally get canceled. Like it wasn't like he was saying this group sucks, that group is nasty. He just said you can get canceled for this and not get canceled for that. That's all he was saying.
You already know what people was doing.
I know.
So let's not sit here and be naive and act like the people on Twitter ain't gonna go ham in the first hour talking about, what you talking about? You saying this? Yeah, you already know how it's gonna go.
So. Today's society's got too fucking soft, and they need to relax. Yeah, people should have accountability when they say certain things, and then when they have take accountability and apologize and do all this donating money and all this shit, just let it be. When people make mistakes in their real life, you know what I'm saying, and they fix things and go on, they let it be. So why can't you let it be with DaBaby and let it be with some of these other people? Just let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said what they said, you know?
Okay, well, if we should let it be, let's talk about another person in music. Well, I guess formerly in music. And he was just recently sentenced guilty to all 9 counts, facing up to life in prison. Yes, sir. I am talking, ladies and gentlemen, about Sir Robert Kelly.
Well,
disgusting ass nigga. And we go.
I'm not going to sit here in front. I play. Look. Let's say this first. I know nothing about none of these artists' personal lives. I know nothing. All I know is what they put out. I don't give a fuck what you hear, what you say. Yeah, I know he got found guilty by a jury. All I'm saying is I know nothing. I know nothing. Because I don't give a fuck. But all I can judge is what they put out to the world to listen to as a. And now listen, I'm not.
Go ahead.
Now this, you know, this. this, you know, of course, he just over the years, like it's just been following him. You know, like it started with the Leah. You know, it's just been following him. You know, and what happened, you know, that just ran his course. Like, you know, he was just like, dude, you just too famous. Like, I don't know what he thought, paying off to some of the parents. You know, I was hearing a lot of things. You know, some of the parents didn't want to get enough money, but regardless of payments, you know,
they
bro,
call it
relax.
the settlement factory.
Yeah.
That's what investigators
you know,
call it, settlement factory.
But
crazy.
Aside from that, which I don't know nothing like much about that part, as far as the music, you know.
All right, so what
he's
you're
the king of R&B.
So what you're basically saying,
he's the king
is,
of
right?
R&B.
So what you're saying is, right, you separate the art from the person that's delivering the art.
I
right?
do.
So
because
it doesn't diminish the art that came out back then. Now
because
that the recent stuff has come to light. No, I get that, and I actually do agree with that, right? I agree with that now, but the difference is, once you get past that point, when you know that this stuff is happening, let's say if he was actually still relevant today, it's easy because he's not super relevant today, but imagine if he was still the biggest nigga in the world right now, and he was still dropping hot songs. Would you still listen to him? And if he was saying all the same things he was saying in them songs back then.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I was jamming the nigga yesterday and the day before that. And look, no, listen, cause if I'm gonna be like that with him, keep the art with the person together, it's the same thing. I gotta be consistent with everybody. That means I gotta be worried about what Drake do. I gotta be worried about what Lil Wayne do. I gotta be worried about what this person do. I can't be worried about that. All I know is what they put out. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But like, bro, this dude, like,
I
bro,
know.
he's talking about it
I know.
We can't get past that fact.
Yeah,
He's literally bragging about it in front of your face.
I know.
And sing along with it.
And I've heard rappers brag about all types of shit. But like I said, that's crazy. But those songs he's bragging about, it, whatever song that is, doesn't get played for me. I jam the songs, you know, that the songs you can play when you get freaky with your own bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how I play it, the situations that I play it, you know? But like I said, you know, I just, you know, he's paying the price. He's paying the price, whatever hell he did.
Gonna pay the fucking price.
So he's, you know,
predator shit. And
yeah.
Someone's gonna prey on you now.
So I'm not gonna be on this camera, you know, bashing him. He's gonna pay for that for a long time. So hey. Like I said,
the rest of his life.
Like I said,
you get what you deserve.
What is he now like? What is he now like in his 40s? So he's gonna be in them for most of his life. So hey, and he, you know, that's a price bigger than what most people have ever got to pay. So I'm gonna leave it at that on that concerning that stuff. I don't know much about, but like I said, the music. As far as the music. The man is a king of R&B, and I'm gonna leave it at that. As far as if you only knew about the music, which we don't, I know we don't, but if we only knew about the music, as far as R&B, he's a king over Usher, over all them niggas, Teddy Pendergrass. He's a king, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Leave it at that.
All right. Well, you know. That will be debated another day. Another day. But in other news in terms of music, like, so we just listened to the Punk album, right? Or tried to listen to that. But so we made it through. What did we make it through? Like half?
Like half, and then
half of the album, and then we had to cut it short. You know what I'm saying? As you saw earlier. But so this year, in terms of albums, like, what has come out in 2021?
Well,
obviously, Certified Lover Boy. Okay, what else has already come out this year?
Young Boy dropped the album. I wasn't a big fan of. Who else?
Like, in terms of hip hop, no one's really coming to mind.
Didn't Lil Baby drop one?
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a Lil Baby.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Well, he all right. He's fine by me. I'm not checking for his album.
I'm not the biggest fan, but Pooh Shicey's album was pretty good. I listened to that. Not on front. That was pretty good. Yeah, that's it. You know, music's been kind of
little dry. Hopefully by the end of the year here we get a little something. I mean, you know, for everybody who wants to go ahead and talk about somebody named Kendrick Lamar, don't worry about it. He's already retired still. He just
I'm gonna shout out some artists, you know, that I would want to, you know, hear from by the end of the year.
Okay, yeah.
Future, Wiz Khalifa, you know,
Future and Wiz before the end of the
Gunna,
year.
you know, I would love to hear from those guys, you know.
Well, Gunna released his album. What was it, last year?
Yeah, last year. He's got another one coming this year supposedly. So
I mean, that's a pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah,
I would more expect him to drop at the beginning of this next year. To be honest,
Lil Durk dropped an album this year that was pretty good.
So what we're saying is that basically one of the few best albums of the year has been Certified Lover Boy so far. Now, what I wanted to ask, based on the hype, based on being pushed back 3 different times, did it live up?
Yeah, it did.
Why do you say that?
It lived up to it to me. It just did because I'm still playing it today. That's why I lived up to it. As you see with the Young Thug album, I treat my music differently. You know what I'm saying? I can't just have it playing if I'm not feeling it. If I'm still jamming this shit, and you know, yeah. So that's why
replayability matters, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. It's like that is probably the most key and important thing about a person's album. Can you go back and keep playing that bitch? Can you play it in multiple different settings? You know what I'm saying? Does it appreciate with time? Now, people, you know, I sometimes get a little bit of hate because I'm not the biggest J. Cole fan when I actually was a huge J. Cole fan back in the day. But the problem with J. Cole, I think his only real problem is he doesn't have a lot of replayability. All right?
He did.
Because we're not. He did. Oof. Whoa. I forgot.
Baby King dropped his album. I want to listen to. I still haven't listened to that yet, but I'm listening to that in my own time. And if that goes hard enough, you hear from me again on that.
But yeah, I would say also that Drake's album, that replayability, like we said, that's the key. Yes. But all right, so we can go ahead and hop into some sports. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, we got some college football coming on.
TCU in Oklahoma, ass whooping.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be an ass whooping most likely.
Spencer Rattler won't be in the game. So,
no, Spencer Rattler won't be in the game. And what's your whole opinion on all that? Because this man was the consensus #1 pick coming into this year, has fallen all the way to the point where he has essentially lost his job because the student journalist at OU went and bought some binoculars and rented out a room in a building across the way and saw in the closed off practices, because Lincoln Riley thinks that he's slick out here trying to close down the media from actually going and seeing what's happening with their practices. Yeah, because he doesn't want to expose the fact that Spencer Rattler is out. He's basically done.
Wait, what happened?
Yes, the student journalist went and got binoculars and rented a room in some building across the way from a practice field that they were on because they had closed it down from the media. Like, they weren't allowing the media to come in and observe the practices like they normally do. And so what they saw was that Caleb Williams was taking almost all of the first team snaps. Spencer Rattler was getting nothing, basically.
He has to.
Oh, we're all aware of that, but
Texas
Lincoln,
was about
Lincoln
to be
Riley,
back off of that
What
game.
are you doing? Lincoln Riley, what are you doing? It's no secret. I'm sorry, you're going to have to embarrass this nigga. He's done. He's going to have to hit the transfer portal.
He's done.
It's over.
Spencer Rattler is too inconsistent. Easy throws he makes look so hard. He
got a rocket of an arm, but he's not that great of a
He goes
quarterback.
outside the pocket when he doesn't have to. When the pocket doesn't collapse, he still goes outside the pocket. You know, it's like,
what's going on? What are you doing?
I don't know. Like, I think he needs a year at TJC and get his thoughts together. Hey, that's what Cam Newton needed. That's what a lot of people needed.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he does.
You know, he needs it. He's one of those
Jalen
players.
Hurts.
He's one of those players that
went
needs to
off
go to JUCO.
OU after he lost his job to Tua. So I mean, who knows? Maybe this is what he needs.
I don't see a big program like that taking him because he hasn't proved. He didn't prove as much as Jalen Hurts did. You know, when he got.
You can see that Jalen Hurts had the babies for actual big game NFL quarterback. I'm sorry. Like,
This guy,
although he's got the name and he's still declared the most marketable, and he's scheduled to make I think like $900,000 this year. Spencer Rattler is.
man,
He's just sorry. He's not a guy.
bro. This guy was supposed to be the #1 pick.
Number one pick.
We're not even halfway through the season. He's not the starter. He needs JUCO. Or okay. I'm gonna be.
I'm not gonna go that far.
Okay,
but
he needs some. He
maybe
needs
you need
some
Pac-12
athletic
action.
conference.
Yeah, some
University of Houston. You know, some
South
type
Florida.
SMU type shit. That's what he needs.
South Florida, something. I don't know.
Hey, Texas Tech could take him.
Yeah,
They'll take
Texas
him.
Tech will take him.
Kansas will take him. So there's some teams that'll take him. There's some D1 teams that'll take him. You know, of course there are. You know?
Oh yeah.
But he's gonna have to get it together though, but I can't
Some
hold.
football right now. Put it on. Wait. What the
But
hell?
honestly, I can't hold it in any longer with the guy Kyrie Irving.
Oh, hold on. Let's not. Hold on. Is we getting to him right now? Do we want to keep going on college football at all?
Baseball is on. What you mean the fucking LCS?
Are we looking forward to any college football games or anything
yeah.
like that before we move on?
Undefeated
to all that?
Kentucky, undefeated Georgia. That's gonna be pretty good. Kentucky's in the top 10. That's crazy. And we're not talking basketball, talking football. They're in the top 10. And who does Ohio State play?
Let's see. Where the...
I feel sorry for Mississippi State because they are getting an Alabama team that's just gonna come out and, they are mad. They are pissed. Trust me, they're pissed. They lost that game. They finna come out banging. So good luck.
They must not play. They're on the bye or something.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
the Kentucky and Georgia gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, Oklahoma State versus Texas.
Oh yeah, Oklahoma State and Texas. Oklahoma State's undefeated.
We got Florida versus LSU at 11 also. A&M, Missouri, low-key will probably be a sleeper game. Keep your eye out for that. I bet that'll actually be a good-ass game. Yeah, like you said, Georgia, Kentucky. Yeah, OU's ranked number 4. I'm real curious to see how Caleb Williams is going to hold out when it comes to when the playoffs roll around. I'm pretty sure they're going to make it in.
Yeah.
But I want to see what happens then because OU's never quite lived
I'm
that
not so sure. Let me see him play Oklahoma State first. Let me see him play. Let me see OU play.
Unless they haven't played Iowa State.
Well, Dugan. Show me something, Dugan. Dookie Dugan.
We're not going to put our faith in Dugan, okay? All right? We're not gonna
Baylor's not too bad either. They're ranked. So they still haven't played Baylor. So we'll see.
Yeah, we got some things to look forward to. Yeah.
Have they played West Virginia yet? Yeah, they have. They beat them. That's what Spencer Rattler sucked in that game too. I don't know how they won that game.
Oh my God.
You know what? You know, and let's touch on, because we're not gonna be too long. Let Astros, they're on right now. You know, because this is quick, but these guys were ready. They were banished by the whole baseball community. All these cheaters. They didn't win it. They weren't gonna win it.
Still to this day, I
it.
hear it on podcasts and radio shows all the time. Oh, the Astros, y'all are cheaters. Get over it. People should be able to stay man forever. I mean, it doesn't matter how long it's been. Y'all will always be cheaters. Whatever. Yada yada yada. And all I know is this is the 5th straight year. 5th straight year advancing to the ALCS. So all that talking, keep on talking. Doesn't even matter to me. They're cheaters. If we keep on winning and busting ass, then it doesn't matter to me. So keep your complaints for yourself.
Ain't no excuses this year. They show is in the ALCS. So for the people who don't know what the ALCS is, basically like the conference championship. You know what I'm saying? If they win this series, they're in the World Series.
Now, I do have my concerns because in the back half of the season, Astros were relatively inconsistent. And, you know, we still have a lot of the main players and all that stuff, Altuve and all them, but, you know, it's going to be a challenge and we have to stay consistent. We have got to stay consistent.
Our pitching is not as good as the championship run, but our pitching is still good. Our hitting is just as good as a championship run, but our pitching is like, you know, Verlander and all that, you know.
Gonna count on
who
the
else?
savviness of the team.
Bro, they were so
Experience.
deep. They were deep in that pitching, bro.
But the fact that we still got
No way
our
they can
main,
keep all those guys.
we got our main core in terms of our offensive power and all that from back then. So, you know, as long as we have that level of experience and veteran leadership in the locker room, I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah,
so
but I'm proud of Houston getting back into it, showing them that ain't shit changed.
ain't shit changed. We're still here. You know, I remember when they was Aztastic. You know what I'm saying?
City of Houston going through it right now too. Texans are trash. Rockets, a lot of great optimistic features, Jalen Green, all that, but they're not going to be too much of a threat for a year or two. So good job, Astros, for just keeping the weight,
keeping the city on your back, because you're the
You know,
only
they can't
people
do
that can
anything
do it
with
right
that.
now.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
Now,
you wanted to talk about a Sir
Mr. Irving.
Okay, well then that means that we are here to our segment, Extra Beefy. So the rules of this segment, since this is the first time the segment has been put in play, this is your time in the whole worldwide of sports, entertainment, whatever you choose. You have this opportunity to state your opinion about things or people that is going on right now. So for me, that's the guy that I was here to talk about, and really and truly, I've had a fucking enough. Okay, I thought I was sick and tired of Aaron Rodgers doing all of this goddamn commercials, talking about all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Complaining all the off season and then coming back and complaining some more, and you know, making commercials with State Farm. All that's all well and good or whatever, but it's all good now because he's winning. But I bet if he was losing, that'd be a different story. But no, Kyrie Irving, my goodness, you just seem to always have to one-up people. You just choose to stay in the headlines, and for what?
He's
Not basketball.
bro. He's
but
brilliant.
he's such a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? He's so intelligent. He knows. He's such a deep, deep thinker. Yes, because people who think that the earth is flat are such deep thinkers. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not here to really assassinate this man's character. But what I am here to do is highlight who this guy is. He's selfish. He don't give a damn about basketball. All he wants is a fucking headline. And who are we to give it to him? Oh, he does a 25-minute IG Live talking about, do you think I really want to lose all this money? But then again, I'm a voice for the voiceless. Oh, but I mean, the money doesn't matter to me. Talking out every single side of your net you talked out of. I mean, like you're the sacrifice. You are Jesus Christ walking before us. You are the second coming. My goodness, you can do no wrong. And my God, what are we talking about? You're not anti-vaccination. You're not anti-vaccination. That's some bullshit. You know it. You know it. There's no other reason. You either take the vaccine or you don't. But no, your crusade, from your words, is that you're not taking the vaccine because you're standing up for the people who lost their jobs because they didn't want to take the vaccine. Not the fact you want to stand up for the people that lost their lives. You know, no, not that. Not the fact that, oh, you've done all this research and you just... So what he's saying is that either the vaccine is perfectly fine in his mind and he has no problem with people taking it, but he's just not going to do it. And he's not for really no reason. He's not afraid of anything. He thinks it's fine, but he's still going to refuse to take it because he's on this quest. Or the fact that he's a fucking anti-vaxxer like we all think.
Well, I'm
there
kinda,
we go.
I'm kind of
done with it. Get him the fuck up out of here.
It's just like I'm kind of on the fence about it. You know, it's just like, okay, of course, all the bad things I know what he's doing. Like, you know, it's just his team came in with championship aspirations as a favorite. He's a big piece, so he's getting in the way of that.
I mean, since day one, you said that you didn't need a coach.
He's bringing extra drama to the team that they don't need. That's already going to be, you know, a microscope under them, even if that wasn't happening.
Yeah,
you know,
took a break last season, didn't he?
Yeah.
For like a week or so, you know, didn't tell his bosses nothing, and just, you know, we see videos of him at a birthday party.
He's just not committed to basketball. So, with that being said,
hey, he's intelligent.
With that being said, Brooklyn just needs to okay, don't release him. You got to get something for him. I don't know if he has a no trade clause in his deal. I'm not aware of that.
No, he don't have a no trade clause, but they're gonna have to pay him at least half his money. But pay him half the money. But don't let him fucking play at all, like they're doing. I think the news came out that they're not gonna let him play at all.
Dump him off on somebody who will let him be Kyrie in one of these other teams.
Yeah. Now, really and truly, I'm kind of confused as to how they're gonna make it happen. I'm not some damn NBA wizard. I don't know the caps and all that and contracts and all that, but how the hell are they gonna trade this man? I really don't know how. Because number one, earlier he threatened to retire if they did try to trade him. So, and I mean, I know that teams wouldn't have to pay him if he did just up and retire or whatever at that point. But it's like, why even go through all that if you're just gonna lose somebody and then you don't get the person that you want anyway? You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get nothing regardless. So you're kind of putting the team in a tough spot. Hopefully, well, I mean, hell, there's always a sucker out there. So I'm sure they'll find somebody.
Well, I don't know, bro. I feel like Kyrie hasn't in a position that he hasn't, like, any player hasn't really had a franchise in before. It's hard to just project what's gonna happen with this. Honestly, I don't know, because I'm telling you, he's not getting that vaccine. So what the hell is gonna, what's about to happen? Like,
where do we go from here?
They're not about to
just think that New York's about to change their mandates anytime soon, because it's a city thing as much as anything.
Yeah. So the only resolution it could be is to release him or trade him, or just keep one of the best, one of the most talented basketball players we've ever seen in the smack dab of his prime. Keep him on your team just for no reason, just there, because that's gonna suck. That's gonna piss me off more than it would just him not being on our team at all. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if KD and James would end up starting to resent him. Doing all this.
Oh, trust me, they are. Especially the Lakers start making noise throughout the season, making a roll, and I'm like, we got fucking Kyrie right here, we over here. You know what I'm saying? We could be doing the same thing just as much, but hey.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see on that one. But so I told you to prepare for it. Who did you want to get after on Extra Beefy, or what? I mean, really, the floor is yours.
Well, I just want to get after. I want to get after cancel culture. That's what I want to get after.
Go ahead. Let them know about it.
It's just like you got to be perfect now. You got to like everybody. You got to do everything. Like, that's dumb. People can't have it. Not, yeah, I understand people being mean and hateful towards a group is bad. Yeah, I understand that. But when somebody is just like made an honest mistake, you know what I'm saying, or a harmless mistake, you can't just cancel. This life isn't a fucking computer. You know what I'm saying? You can't cancel them. You know, they're still gonna be here. The best thing you can do is just address it and just forgive them, move on. You know what I'm saying? And hope that they don't do it again.
Now you keep your eyes open, make sure they don't do that behavior again, whatever that may be.
Yeah,
that got them to
this
that
is getting out of control. Like the counseling and stop it. Who are these people? Who is the captain of this shit? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know.
It's just everybody.
Exactly. We don't know. It's just a bunch of fucking people with an eggshell for profile pic. You know, that's cancel culture right there. That's why
I mean, it's not even just that. Also, it's the NFL or whatever doing an investigation into 650,000 emails to figure out what's going on with the stuff over at the Washington football team.
The Gruden situation,
getting Gruden called up in something when we probably know that there's a whole lot of like-minded individuals in Gruden's circle. I mean, there were some pretty prominent names he was attached to and all that. And then, they do refer to it as the good old boys club, the no fun league.
Yeah, well,
old white owners.
Well, Gruden had that comment. I always sniff some bullshit with him. I always sniff some honky tonk bullshit with him. But that's just another conversation from the day.
I just find that's incredible that you can make it that many years. And it don't seem like no black players really realize.
Keyshawn Johnson did.
But Keyshawn also said that the racist, actual racist rhetoric, he didn't say that he ever said those things in front of his face. Now, he did say the car salesman aspect, that all being fake and all that stuff. He said he saw all that. So he said he's not surprised by it. I'm just going by what he said, because he made himself
I don't know if you know, but
Made
It
itself
is
clear.
very easy to not like an ethnicity and play it off in public. There's the new races are not like the old. No. Listen, bro, I'm telling you.
And how old is John Gruden?
Hey, no.
He's an older guy,
bro. He's not dumb, bro. He has bro. This is the NFL. He knows he got to be around black people. He's not dumb, okay? He knows how to get his money and not let his racism get in the way. He thought those emails were going to be, but anyways, like I was saying, it is not hard, bro. The new races, most of the new races now, the younger generation of races coming up, they can coexist with a black person. They can be at work with them. They could, sometimes hang out with them. They can, they just to blend in and to not get their ass whooped for the moment. For most situations, but behind closed doors, N-word this. Yeah. It can happen, bro. It can happen. I'm from East Texas. I'm from Gladewater, Texas. I know all about it, all right?
We know all about that.
So I know all about going to be around them, eat lunch with them, and then behind closed doors is a different story. I know all about that shit. So don't tell me it's not true and it don't exist, because it exists. But
Oh yeah.
But definitely, I can see how John Gruden can go all these years making the money, with having a brain. He's not dumb. He's smart. To be an NFL head coach, you're smart, bro. The way he breaks down that Gruden camp stuff when he's smart. He's not dumb. He knows he's got to be around some black people. He's gonna need a running back. He's gonna need some.
He had that cachet from way back in the day, because he did. We can say what we want, but he did take Tony Dungy's team.
Tony Dungy's team. Yeah,
and
he did.
Took it to the Super Bowl, but just having that Super Bowl on his resume gave him the cachet to give him $100 million contract. Now, what I want to say on this is that I don't think he would have lost his fucking job if the only thing that they found out was his comments about DeMaurice Smith. And let's be real about that. Let's be real about that.
Honestly, in this day and age, I'm proud to say, now in this day and age, I feel like we're making people like that feel so accountable. I feel like they would have had to done something. Because trust me,
by the end of the season, that's fine. Not immediately.
No, they wouldn't have fired him, but he would have got something, because First Take was already throwing that heat. Like, that's why I love shows like First Take, and and the Heard shows that can make a change. Because whether they know it or not, they have some type of shift, some type of
They have say in the community, bro. They reflect.
Yes.
As much as you may not like some of the personalities on there, I'm sure you gravitate to others, but they do represent our community.
If Stephen A. says you're on the hot seat as an NBA head coach, you're on the hot seat.
And that's a fact. Because it's backed by facts.
It is what it is, but but
this man grew wild,
bro.
Not trying to hide nothing.
It happened so quick. It did happen quick, but they had to. It wasn't just about blacks.
Didn't mean to offend anybody.
It was about women. It was about gays.
Gays.
It was about all
the gay community. Everybody.
So he was just
everybody. I mean, the only people you didn't touch on, I think, was the Mexicans.
Yeah.
That's
dig
okay.
deeper. Probably
didn't want the females to be referees. All that. Like, you were going against player safety. That's wild. Like, I know, I guess lawsuits and all that stuff is bad for the NFL, but as long as y'all keep everything above board, y'all ain't gonna have no lawsuits anymore. Especially when it comes
Adam
to
Schefter got off the hook.
He did get off.
He got off the hook. He was trending there for a good bit on Twitter the other day, but he got off the hook because
we're gonna keep our eyes open.
Mr. Anything you want to revise or edit?
Yeah, I'm here for every single story, but I guess I'd like to send my editorial rights and privileges off to sources. I'm sorry, that just doesn't seem.
Me personally, my favorite NFL insider is Phil Yates and Darren Orlovsky. I like those two. I'm not a Adam Schefter. I know he's like the woes or the blah blah, but I'm looking for Chris Mortensen. Those guys. Because those guys are in there in a lot. Like those guys are damn near in the shower with those niggas. Like they know what everything going on. So I definitely follow those guys on Twitter for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Joel Klatt. Oh, don't get me started.
Joel Klatt is
that's a college football
That's
guru.
the guru, son. Don't you ever disrespect Joel Klatt, dog. Everybody remember the name Joel Klatt and Loki on the side. For NBA, Rick Bucher. Keep his name in your mind. You know how Marvel is.
Have you seen Last Duel?
Not yet. Oh my god, I
man,
want to see it so
good.
bad.
Right in my alley.
It should be
Matt
this
Damon in
weekend.
there?
Matt Damon. There's a Adam Driver. Oh shit,
That's a
boy.
true
There's a
story.
lot of people. There's a lot of people. Yeah, it is based on a true story.
This podcast lady, material right there. 'Cause,
I will
I read
definitely.
on the
Would you want to go to the theater
Yeah.
for them? Okay.
Tell you, that cool is running through me like the mountains on that commercial.
My good freedom.
I feel it, bro. I feel it.
What's up, everybody?
Oh yeah.
It's your boy T-Rav,
Rome.
and we are here for Location Talk. So
here.
we are here, but today, we've been running through some things,
Yeah.
running through some topics, all that stuff. We talked about the music industry, at least the big stories for the moment. I'm sure there's more shit down the pipeline coming. We talked a little bit about sports that's happening right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Touch on that lightly.
Yeah.
Really and truly, look forward to it in the future. We're gonna have some Sunday live streams. Really getting into nothing but sports. 'Cause, we really got a whole lot more knowledge on a whole lot of sports, but if we sit here and talk about that, we could talk about it all day.
Yeah.
But
all day.
anyways, but what I did want to get into for the moment was just something we were thinking about, or I was thinking about a little bit, and I think you brought it up to me, was what are some of the things about parties and kickbacks that annoy you or have been problems in the past that you run into, whether it be you're hosting the kickback or party, or if you're just going through one? What are some problems? And
I would
some
say
things we've had?
the things that annoy me first about a kickback, or let's say a kickback like setting. I hate clubs. Let's get out there. Clubs, I don't bring up clubs. I hate clubs. So the things that annoy me about a house party is like, okay, it is what people want to stand around. Okay, they're going to stand around at a kickback. So it's a kickback. If you want to dance 24/7, it's a club. But people want to stand around sometimes. But what bothers me is people hogging the beer pong table, like two groups that just won't leave. And then you got that person who's the fucking bloodhound trying to sniff where the blunt is so he can, I hate that shit. Like,
it's always that one
Yeah.
nigga that just pops up.
Who's smoking?
Y'all smoking? Y'all smoking? Oh, you mind if I hit that? You mind if
and
I get one?
I hate when they got the twerk mix on. That can be cool, like every now and then. But
Every now and then for a moment here or there, but
I want real music. I want shit people can feel and just enjoy, conversate about.
vibe
Yeah,
out
mesh. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't. Some DJs are too obsessed with getting a girl to twerk or getting
they
like
force a certain mood on a
Yeah,
party and
yeah.
they don't let it happen by
yeah,
itself.
exactly.
Because I'm like, as somebody who has gone through hosting parties, like that's definitely a big issue I've always had, is like making sure that whether you're hosting or going to one, like make sure that the music selection is right. Because some people try and force a certain mood on a party at the wrong time, when if you know from hosting parties, like your party's gonna go through certain ebbs and flows. You gotta kind of read the crowd, you know what I'm saying? So it's always a challenge to get your music right, stuff like that. My thing is, since I've hosted several parties, is just the build up, waiting on it to actually happen. Because the lead up to actually putting on a party is not that difficult if you're a hell of a planner and you're a good planner. Now, I've never been the promotion guy, but I always did the logistics and actually getting the supplies we need, all that. So I knew my party was going to have everything we need. I knew the promotion was going to come through. But the problem is that first hour or two, no one's probably going to be there to show up. Everyone has to be fashionably late. And then when it's like, the first 5 people show up, that's the roughest part for me. So I just go and I sit, I get out of there, and then I wait for it to build up before I make my entrance again.
But
Can't
like,
do it.
what I hate is that person. Let's say you're throwing a party right now. It's a person calling like, "Who all there?" They keep calling, "Who all there?" Motherfucker, look. It's either you fuck with me or you don't. It's either
Right.
you coming to my shit or you don't. It don't matter who all there. It don't matter how many people there already. It don't matter how many bitches there. Nigga, it matters to me, but it should matter to you if you really fucking me, say you're gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And you could be that person to change it all. You should have that type of confidence by every party you attend. So I hate that person because I was waiting for it to. It can't come unless it's like jam packed. Okay, will you just go to fucking Onyx or go to 9, go to Deep Ellum like every night. I mean, you want some jam packed. I mean, but some people like that you know. That's exclusiveness of a kickback, you know what I'm saying? Like just a personal networking and you know and some of the best vibes at kickbacks, man. House parties, apartment parties, you know, like those are some of the best vibes. I'm telling you, because it's like it's genuine. It's genuine. Usually, good music's being played because it's being controlled by a normal person. They're, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's like it's just good. It's a good time. Usually, everybody's smoking. Club can't do that. Not in a big majority. Everybody smoke. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And really, you end up sharing your weed. You gonna end up sharing your weed with somebody in your drink.
I mean, if you having a good ass time, you surrounded by good people, good atmosphere, you ain't gonna mind sharing something. You know what I'm saying? Because in situations like that, everyone's sharing something. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's coming to the table with something, so you don't feel like you're losing out. You just feel like you're contributing to a good time. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hard part about parties though and kickbacks. And you really,
I'm gonna tell you something that people don't talk about a lot. That the person who actually cares about it not getting busted, that person is gonna be a fucking wreck the whole night. You know why? Because I'm gonna tell you why they're gonna be a wreck the whole night. Because just when they started joining this stuff, they're like, oh, they think, let me look and see what is going. They hear something break. They start smelling smoke where they're not supposed to smell smoke. And you know, it's just like all types of shit. Make sure the neighbor's good. You know, it's just like if you that person that you put upon yourself, I'm gonna make sure it don't get. But usually it's the person is their house. So usually it's like the owner of the house, or you know, somebody who has, you know, who would, you know what I'm saying, will feel the consequences if it did get busted. Right. So, you know, I've always felt like I was in a position somewhat, not with yours. But
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I had the most fun at my parties because it was a goddamn mess. But I enjoyed it simply because I knew it was turning out well. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was always a plus for me. But so what you been up to, man? Just kind of what's things been going for you? You got anything on the horizon in particular for the next couple months you want to lay out? You know?
Well, I mean, I kind of went over with y'all a little bit in other podcasts, like about location, but it's basically going to be a kickback on wheels. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, eventually it's going to be in different cities right now, but right now we're stationed in North Dallas. So if you interested in the location, promotion video coming soon. Halloween weekend. We're gonna do something big and got a bowl. Halloween weekend we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something big, and you know, I'm excited. You know, I'm excited, and I want good vibes, good music. You know, and most importantly, I want people to network with these things. You know, meet people that's gonna help you get closer to your goal. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know, gonna contribute or whatever. It ain't gotta be all about that, but you know, that's something to think about. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the honeys, you know, they gotta be in there. You know what I'm saying?
Ratios.
But the promotion video's coming soon. That's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can't not want to check in after you see the promotion video. So 100%. Yeah, that's gonna be what that is, and you gonna hear about it. Everybody in Texas, everybody in the South is coming. It's coming. If you want it to come, it's gonna come. You hit that comment button. You name a city, you name a town, and I'll let you know what I can do. You name a school, I'll let you know what I can do. The location is ready to be served and serve you. Okay.
Brought to you by Black Niggas of America. Yeah, no, man, but as you can see, based on the videos now,
all the old drinking games come. I might get a fucking keg. Like this is gonna be like, you know, it's gonna have like a frat house type vibe. Excuse me, you know, high as fuck. But it's gonna have a frat house type vibe, and you know, and come on now, everybody knows frat parties are the best parties, right? But it's not gonna be a frat, yo. But we're a frat of the people. No douchebags. Who are you? You didn't go here. Everybody goes
What's
here.
your name, brother?
Yeah. White, black, Mexican, Chicano, Capano, Capina, Catina. It don't matter. Come on.
The gabagool.
Don't
Yeah,
matter.
all of them. All of them. It was all of them.
Shanghai, come on, man. Just come on, everybody. You know, and we're gonna be here and we're gonna be ready to have a fucking good time. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Well, that's good. It's good to know that Location's about to really get up off the ground. You know, as you can see, we're doing Location Talk now. So the podcast is really gonna officially start getting going. For me, personally, I have gotten my channel up and running. It's called T-Rav. Check it out if you want to. This podcast and a couple others will be on there, but eventually, you know, we're gonna get it over here on RomeyRome's channel.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
and
coming,
that'll
it's
be
coming.
his own thing. But for me, you know, like I said, I got my YouTube channel, T-Rav. I'm doing anime, movies, TV, you know, and really things that just interest me. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm gonna do all that. So I'm not gonna hold back. It's just garbage is garbage. But if it's fire, it's fire, and I'm gonna let you know about it. So definitely check that out. Whole lot of big things coming soon. Reactions, reviews, round twos, manga days, late night flows. I mean, I got too many segments
vlogs,
coming to
man.
you. Vlogs.
They're coming, man.
They're all coming. Look out for a couple end of the year specials coming here in the month of November and December. I have a lot of big ideas for some end of the year and year review.
And of course, as the football season wanes and the closer to play, it's only going to get crazy. You know, I'm sure more shit is going to keep happening. And baseball's about wrapping it up, about to get to the World Series soon, and it's a lot of stuff going to be talked about. So
there's a whole lot of stuff to be talked about. But so something I want to touch on, right? So this month, as you know, I've been going to movies and whatnot, right? So the last movie I went to go see was No Time to Die. That review should be dropping this weekend, along with a round 2 also. But in this movie had a lot of controversy surrounding it from back in the day because there was a lot of rumors about what was going to happen with James Bond now that Daniel Craig's going to be done with it. We all knew it was going to be his last one. There was rumors they were going to replace him with a black woman, a black man. There was a lot of rumors as to what was going to happen. Well, come time when the movie comes out, they tease us in the movie, spoilers, that a black female takes over the role, an African-American woman takes over the role, but only in name and name alone, and then she gives it back by the end of the movie. However, that's really besides the point. What I want to talk about as a whole is this, are we headed in the proper direction? And when I say that is, are we headed in the proper direction to try and cancel people and be upset at people when we try and push agendas and force narratives about where we want certain characters to go? Do you have any thoughts on that? Because like some examples, right? Like I said, a black or female James Bond, a black Superman. And then we got something that came to the community just last week, had Twitter in a fucking stranglehold. And the homophobes were out, and the champions for their cause were riding and dying for it. All right? They were coming from all angles and sides. All right? So I forget the name of the comic. Forgive me, and the publisher and all that. But I believe it was the first gay Superman was brought into publication. And he is actually, this is the first, he's bisexual. It's his orientation. And so this is actually the historic, because it's the first gay Superman. So you can either talk about that, you can talk about the question as a whole when it comes to agendas and characters. How do you feel and where do you stand on where we're heading? Is it good? Is it bad?
So why was it so important? This is how I know it's starting to become a forced movement on us. It's becoming forced right now. Why is it so important for Superman to be represented as a gay man in a cartoon? Why does it get to it's a crucial point to where you gotta Okay, this character is about almost a century years old now.
It's like
one of the
80
most famous
years
characters,
old.
one of the most famous
80 years
characters
old.
in world
Yeah.
history. Okay,
Best-selling comic of all time. Literally.
They ain't worried about trying to make a black one. They ain't worried about trying to make a one. Well, they got a Superwoman. They worried about trying to make a different race one or
We're not talking now. Like, just not to cut you off, just right quick. For anybody out there, the big fucking comic nerds, we know, yes, there are other different types of Superman and versions and all that, different universes, whatever. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Clark Kent. Clark Kent. Okay? Come on now.
The originator, okay? And yeah, I feel like it was an unnecessary in that aspect, but as a whole, I don't think nothing of it. You know, like I said, I've always been the same. Like I've always said, I don't look at them any different. Just as long as they don't approach me, and not approach me. No, let me finish.
Go ahead.
I can say hi and bye to,
Yeah.
you know, I'm talking about as long as they don't come at me, like, you know, like trying to force that upon me, like, you gotta be this way type. As long as it never gets to that point, it's all good.
I mean, we already started to get to that point, though. It's not, they over here talking about, if you don't, if you get offended because a gay person or a trans person comes up to you and hits on you or whatever, and you get upset about that, then you're a homophobe or you're a transphobic person. Like, I don't think it's not. Now, if you're being polite and then like you're like, no, I'm good, all that's fine, and then they keep coming at you and all that, and then you get upset, I understand that. You know, if you're getting upset right away, that's a little like, okay, you can relax. But if they keep coming at you and you're being, you know, you started respectful, it shouldn't be no problem.
It shouldn't be, but like I said, some gay people are very forceful when it comes to their type of energy. They're like they just look at you so crazy if you just, you know, it's just like, you know, relax.
I mean, I'm all about fairness and everything, and coming back to the bisexual Superman topic, it's just that I don't really understand the point of it. I don't understand the reason why we don't have to have one, simply because of this, right? I can kind of see it from both sides, right? All right, so for the character, right, I guess see the logic, right? If you want to, in this comic run, show the different struggles that a gay Superman would have as compared to a regular Superman, and how somehow, I don't know how, because I'm not an author, I'm not a creator of comics like that, and somehow maybe that adds to his story, his struggles, whatever, how he's coming up as a superhero, blah, blah, blah. All right? If you're doing it for that reason, that's fine. But that's not what this is. We all know that's not what this is. This is an agenda. And it's pushed right in our motherfucking face. I'm not saying, like, we know what these things are when they're put in our face. We knew what Captain Marvel was when it was thrown out there like that. We know what some of these all-female movies are sometimes when they come out. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that are agenda-based. Not gonna sit here and act like in black cinema and then in, you know, big movies with black characters or minority characters that we're not pushing that type of thing also. But I feel like the frequency, sorry, we're watching the game right now, but to sit here and act like that we're not doing this for an agenda right now is really kind of nonsense. Because, I mean, people were just going after folks on Twitter. And don't get me wrong, some of the people on Twitter were like, it was really kind of funny watching it all play out, because I don't really care either way. I mean, hey, you want to have a fucking gay Superman, have a gay Superman. Yeah. But like I said in the first place, it really, there's no particular reason I feel like anyone can point to as to why we have to do that. Just like I feel the same way about having a black Superman. There's no real reason I feel like we should have to have a black Superman. I feel the same way about the James Bond character, honestly. That one's a little bit different because it's like an actual like code name and it's been different people, all that. Like, so that's the only one where I'm like, I can see why you can have a little leeway with that character. But what you cannot fucking do is make James Bond a woman. That's where we draw the fucking line. This nigga is a slick ass nigga who fucks bitches. Honestly, and he needs to be British too, I'm not gonna lie. That's important to the character. We can't go and start changing fundamental things about characters just so we can start pushing agendas. But like I said, the gay Superman thing, that's not changing really anything fundamental about the character. But at the same time, it's not necessary. I think we can all recognize that.
What's the point?
So, really, that's all I wanted to touch on that. Cause man, I mean, the people that was hot on Twitter for a few days. I don't know if you were seeing that at all.
I was like, well, here we go again with some shit. You know, like it's something like this every day. Like, like
Twitter is so quick. How they like, there will be such a hot story, but by the end of the week, it's like it never even happened because we move on so quick.
Man, like I said, Adam Schefter got out the fucking.
Oh yeah, Adam Schefter.
Yeah,
he got real lucky.
Like
I said, the other stories that was coming out at the time just, I feel like it kind of came and went because those stories were so big.
They got that looking like Jason Veritek. For real.
Yeah, but so really, moving on to just kind of the last thing I wanted to touch on today for the podcast was talking about some double standards, the roles of men and women are changing, and really just roles in general in terms of like moving from back in the day to present day. As we've seen with cancel culture, you gotta watch your words, watch how you act and all that, and really and truly you should just be a decent fucking person and it's not gonna be an issue. But you do have to watch what you say and do, because you got the freedom to say anything that you want, but also that doesn't mean that you have freedom from repercussions and consequences. So we have seen that clearly displayed, like more and more as we go forward. Now, as it concerns men and women, the roles, like I said, are becoming more and more balanced as we go forward into the future. Women can provide for themselves. That's all good. They make just as much as men. That's right, as they should. All that's fine. But what I wanted to talk about is if we are trying to really make it balanced, like we say, are we actually doing that in all honesty, in all facets? Because some of the double standards that we keep on falling prey to are being displayed every day, especially in relationships in particular. So, what do you think about that? And just, do you think that the roles are gonna stay the same, like in terms of like the old guard mentality, like, a man has to ask a woman out to go out on a date, stuff like that. A man should pay, all this other stuff. When we start getting into that real minutia of it all, like, in that way, are we not still acting like how we were way back in the day? Because I don't hear a whole lot of females saying that I'm going to be picking up the check. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm going to go out and do the yard work. Bro, I'm going to do this.
The females now are dead less than, at least the ladies back then did all this and kept the house right. Females now just got their hand out. Oh, I'm pretty. I got a fat ass. I got this. I do this.
If my man ain't sending me spending money, then what's he doing? Like I'm doing a lot.
Disneyland World. Like,
all I'm saying is, like, if we trying to be fair, then let's be fair on all sides. If I could, I'm doing laundry. I'm paying bills. I expect you to do all them same things.
Exactly.
Maybe you pick up the check sometimes. Maybe you do all that stuff. But I don't think we ready for that conversation.
You know, like they not, like I'm telling you, like women now feel like, oh, all I gotta do is just sit back and watch a man break his back. Like, I understand a man supposed to do more, of course, to a certain extent, but you gotta, women yell all day about independent this, how we are on, we can do this, but when it comes to
anything a man can do until you don't want to.
We're gonna put up your own money, you know what I'm saying, proposing to him.
Or keeping, what about keeping the ring when they break it off and don't want to be engaged no more? Like, is it that, like, unreasonable to ask for that back?
Yeah, exactly.
So you gonna go wear my ring as you marry another nigga at some point? Like, what is that?
Yeah, I see.
Because it belongs to you now. We wouldn't do that if that was the other way around. Now, would we? I don't know if we would.
I just feel like, you know, women are a best place they've been ever, you know, in society.
Now, there's still, I will say, I feel like there's a ways to go in several aspects. I'm not going to sit here and act like we're there. We're not at the destination. Same as it is for minorities, same as it is for the, you know, gay community and the LGBTQ community, all that. I see that we all still have a ways to go on all those fronts. But I don't know, man. I feel like we're picking and choosing where we want progression and where we don't. Because if we really want to be treated as equals, then we would probably have to make a couple changes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I feel like the household role for a woman has to their mentality has to change when it comes to that. Like, oh, they claim on we can do more than cook and do this. Okay, then do it. Like go pull some weight. Go you know what I'm saying? Get a job and support your own mortgage. Like, a lot of women out there doing that. I'm just saying when you
because we don't normalize like house husbands like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But housewives is like a regular thing.
Yeah. If you ask me, I think a man can keep the house more in shape, being home all day than a woman could. A woman can't fix no pipes. A woman can't. You know what I'm saying? You work all day, get home, and she got a list of shit for you to do to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but she done cook. I can cook my own shit. It ain't hard to cook no eggs and bacon. You know what I'm saying? Some sausage. Like, come on now. Oh, that's so crazy. Oh, she had to cook breakfast. The fuck? Come on. She had to wash my clothes.
Yeah.
How hard is it to throw some clothes in a thing and press the
Terrence
button?
said this woman don't need a watch because there's a clock on the stove.
I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying if y'all really wanna, if women really wanna be equal, do some equal shit. Then, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Do some equal shit. And then we start talking about women can look. They women might be eligible for the draft and all that. They all, oh, women should be. Oh no, y'all want to be lieutenants and this and that, and y'all want to be all like me. Why can't y'all get drafted? Oh, it's got to be just us going out there getting drafted like a fucking NBA draft lottery or something to go fight overseas, but y'all can't. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all women. Oh, now y'all supposed to be all protected and this and that and fragile. Like it's an inconsistent thing with them. You know, so.
Yes. Well, I think that's pretty much gonna do it, my man. Anything else that you wanted to touch on?
Location.
The GOAT right there.
The location's coming. It's coming soon. You just gotta. Yeah, this is location talk, but I'm talking about like the actual function. You know what I'm saying? Like you can meet me. You know what I'm saying? You can meet him. You know, and yeah, it's going down. It's going down tonight.
Hell yeah. Well, other than that, y'all, let us know what you thought about the podcast. Let us know what you want to talk about in the future. Comment down below. And you know what to do. I ain't got to say it. Spin your boy T-Rav.
T-Rome, let's go.
I'm out.
Out.